line up 10 black people, I feel like for one, they may not even know what jiu-jitsu is. And for two, like they're used to or their upbringing is something different. So what is really good, guys? Dallas here with a video. If you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're back, for my subscribers, welcome. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you watching this video. This video has actually been on my mind for a little bit now because like I know how I am, and it's like not the norm, or whatever the norm is. It's such a weird thing because, you know, I'm the oldest of three brothers, and all my younger brothers, they played sports. And I never really was into sports, to be honest with you. Even to this day, I don't really watch basketball. I don't watch football. Actually, I started watching football like a year ago. And that was only because I came to Florida, and I feel like you kind of have to watch football when you come to Florida. Anyways, I'm not the type of person to really watch sports. I don't watch basketball, football, soccer, and none of that stuff, right? So it's weird for me. I'm tall, right? So they look at me and oh, do you play basketball? Oh, what sport you play? Or like, I mean, they see my stature, like, oh, you'd be really good as a I don't even know the positions as a football players, to be honest. I don't know the names of them, okay? But they say I would do good as a something, and I don't know what that means, and I don't know if just because you look at me, does that mean I'll be good at that? No, I don't have any interest in that. But anyways, it led me to the point to think about how come there aren't that many black people in the jiu-jitsu community. And I'm thinking about when I roll, I'm like the pepper in the salt shaker. Like you know, like you see the salt and you see like the little dot of pepper. Like that's me. But it's cool because I feel like it's starting to get more traction in the black community. But I'm trying to figure out why it's not really attracted to a lot of black people. Like if you line up 10 black people, I feel like for one, they may not even know what jiu-jitsu is. And for two, like they're used to or their upbringing is something different. So it is pretty cool when I do go to a gym and then I see, you know, some black people rolling, and you know, we give each other like the head nod. It's pretty cool. And if you look at my video when I was rolling in Connecticut, there's only one black person that was in this gym, and of course we connected because I mean that's kind of like what happens. It's weird, right? In Florida, I'm in Florida now, and depending on what time slot you go, there's more black people. I want to say in the evening, there was, I think, like 2 or 3 black people, including myself. And the time slot that I was going to, there was only 1, maybe 2, depending on what it was. So I feel like there's more black people that are interested in jiu-jitsu here than up north. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it's pretty cool. And what I do notice too, especially in the comments, I see a lot or black users or subscribers subscribe to my channel that are interested in jiu-jitsu, and it's dope. It's dope. I think UFC has a lot to do with it too. It's dope to see a lot of black champions now. Israel Adesanya, he's doing this thing. Kamaru Usman, yeah. So it's cool to see the black champions, and I feel like that's really getting a buzz because there's a lot of pages that I follow, and they're saying, oh, there's black champions now in UFC. I mean, there's always been black champions, of course, like John Jones and Rashad Evans. And looking back at my jiu-jitsu journey, that's how actually I got introduced to it, because, you know, my first UFC that I ever watched was UFC 100. It had the legendary card where like everybody was on it. And that actually got me interested in it. And then from there, seeing, you know, the things on the ground, that's what got me hooked to actually doing it. So I could see why USC would start to strike more people in the jiu-jitsu community. So it's pretty interesting to see that dynamic. If you think about it, you know, basketball is kind of free. There's courts everywhere. Football, it's more regulated, but it's not necessarily as expensive. Jiu-jitsu can get kind of pricey, and I can understand why, you know, the community, specifically the minorities, I mean, not to put like a stereotype on there, but you know, stereotypes are stereotypes kind of for a reason. But you know, a lot of communities, it's expensive to have that much extracurricular activities for something like that. I mean, if anything, they're gonna be doing karate, but jujitsu is like a niche within the martial arts. So if you don't have anyone that's going to expose you to it, you're not really going to be like, oh, I want to do that. But that, I'm not to say that not to say that that's not never going to happen, but it's very few and far between than to just have someone growing up and becoming a good martial artist. When you hear these stories about wrestlers and having a lineage of wrestlers in their community, usually like their dad was a wrestler, and then their son grows up to be a wrestler, and then their son is going to grow their son up to try to be a good wrestler. And most times than none, I mean, that's what happens with basketball, football, and I feel like we don't have that, or if we do have that, it's just starting to happen now in this generation versus our fathers. But oddly enough, my dad, he similar to, so we have to back up, my dad and I, we have an interesting relationship. We're working on a relationship right now, but he actually wasn't into basketball or anything like that, and neither am I. He did Kyokushin karate, and he trained with Michael J. White. I think that's why I'm kind of into it too, because I mean, not Kyokushin, but that's some intense, crazy stuff. I just don't know. I don't know. I hope that more I get to see people of color to start rolling on the mats and, you know, trying something different. I'm just throwing some ideas out there. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I'm just guessing to see why is this, and why I don't see more people like me. Like, all I do is just watch UFC. I mean, of every now and again, I'll watch a game to like pretend that I care for football, but I really don't care. I can care less. And you want to know what team I watch? I watch the Jaguars. For one, because they're in Florida, and I was like, I want to pick a team in Florida, but I don't want to pick the Dolphins. And for two, they're not that good, because I don't like bandwagoners. It's so easy to be a Patriots fan because they win all the time. It's so easy to be a fan of someone that always wins. So I didn't want to be a bandwagon fan. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to pick a team that sucks, and that's from Florida. So that's why I'm a Jaguars fan. And yeah, so let me know in the comments if you watch sports, or what do you watch? Is this the only thing that you watch? And this video just isn't for black people, it's for everybody. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. More videos like this is coming soon, because we gonna get it in. Oh yeah, we gonna get it in. What is really good, guys? That was I can never talk when I just want to start recording. It's always like neighbors. That's the only problem with recording outside. It's like your neighbors could see you talking to your phone. Oh, and I just use my phone.